I'm gonna make an introduction. Just let me know when it's going to go live.
Yeah. We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, everybody. Looks like we are back because, anyways, what is a marathon if we don't have tech issues? And also another proof that we're doing this entirely live. So for people who was expecting to see Crash 3, unfortunately, the run has been dropped for now, just to don't compromise the marathon schedule. But we will see if we can fit the run in another day. So for now, it's time for Kirby's Dream Land. I'm GhostSenpai. DunkelGotik is not here with us because he's having some mic issues. Just to don't say that he simply doesn't want to talk. Anyways, here we have... sorry, how do I pronounce your name? I should have asked that before going live, to be honest.
It's fine. Short version is Bloop.
Okay, so Bloop is gonna be our commentator for the race today. And unfortunately, Adeline, who was gonna help us, got sick. But anyways, we are glad that I forgot how to pronounce your name. I'm the kind of person who uses to forget his breakfast. So
it's okay. Whatever nickname you find is fine.
So Bloop is gonna help us with commentary today for this amazing game that I like to always showcase as a good presentation for speedrunning to beginner people or people who wanna get started with this. It's a pretty simple game to learn. You can get like a 15 minutes PB with a few practice, but when you wanna get on a high level is when things get interesting. So on this case, before I can start the race, just don't delay this so much. Dunkel and myself are managers of an international community, which is with another gaming community, which is Speed Gaming, which has a good relationship with Retro Game Live TV. I'm the manager for the Spanish community, and Dunkel is the manager for the Brazilian community. So this is like a meme between us, that it's like a Speed Gaming Espanol versus Speed Gaming Portuguese fight, friendly race or friendly fight. So right now our score, since we began running this on marathons, is that I have won 2 races. Dunkel has won 1. Are we gonna be getting a 3-1, or we're gonna be tied with 2 wins? Well, that's something we're gonna know in a bit. So I'm ready for the countdown. So.
Okay, well, if you're ready, because we need a double countdown. We need a written countdown, and we need an audio countdown, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, like most people here who know me knows that I'm not an English speaker initially, and sometimes I'm struggling with finding my words and stuff, but we'll make it work. You ready?
I'm never, but let's start.
All right, so starting in 3, 2, 1, go, and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I guess that's because of the delay, so no worries. Like, basically, with the delay, Dunkel started a tiny bit before you, but it's fine. So yeah, basically in this Kirby, so it's the very first one that got released on the Game Boy. Kirby is swallowing the enemies, but does not gain abilities. So that's something that's coming up later. On Dunkel's side, we already have our first mini boss. The idea is that we just need to get the bombs and send them back through to the enemy, and that was done in a really nice way. One thing to notice in this Kirby is that the main factor of let's say time differences and time loss is RNG. This game is really heavy in terms of RNG. So the enemy's behavior can definitely like ruin a PB or something. But apart from that, it's really like, as GhostSenpai said, it's really accessible. It's a great start for speedrunning, basically. So on Dunkel side, we already have our first boss, which is Wispy Wood. So you will see Wispy Wood sending to Kirby some little clouds from time to time. This is, as I said, RNG, and it's a pure time loss. So got pretty lucky because we didn't have too much clouds, and we just need to get 6 apples to throw to Wispy Woods, and we're good. And we're moving on to Castle Lolo. So this game has 4 main stages, and then we have one, let's say, final stages, which is just comebacks of the different stages that we have, plus, let's say, a boss rush and the last boss. So nothing... nothing too huge. It's really accessible and really fast, as we said. So here we have our mini boss. So for most of the enemies, I don't know their names, so I'm sorry. But basically, we just get...
Yeah, in this case, this mini boss is Lololo.
It's Lololo. Yeah, I forgot. I think there's Lololo and Lalala or something like that.
Yep, you're right. That's what I'm here, because we need to complement our commentary, so that's something good.
Well, thank you. But yeah, like so you have, and okay, we're already to the boss on that girl side. So you have both Lololo and La La La, and you can pretty much manage to differentiate them, because La 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 has a pretty nice bow, and you just need to basically grab the boxes and release the boxes back to them. Something that we might see is if you take an intentional hit, like Ghost just did it, but it didn't work. Basically, you can take an intentional hit to attack both Lololo and La 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 during the same round, and that's a major time save. But it's really tricky to do. It's like what I like to call advanced strats. Okay, so now we go in Float Islands. And Float Islands, it's an interesting stage because, as you can see, you have a lot of lags. Because, again, this is a Game Boy game. And there are a few things that are being done sometimes by our runners to be sure to reduce the lag as much as possible. And that will be swallowing some enemies, or trying to clear a bit the image. Okay, great. There was a mic on the way that GhostSenpai took, and we don't want to use it because, again, the mic generates a lot of lag and it's pure time loss. So we can just swallow it and don't do anything with it. So that's really good. And our races are really close so far, to be honest.
Just wait until we reach the next level. And you will see the difference.
Yeah, I mean the next level is like the worst of the game, to be fairly honest. So I totally can imagine why. Yeah, so far it's really close and really nice. Okay, so we're almost to the boss on the Dunkel side. So what we need to do is we need to take this. I don't know what this is. It really looks like a curry puff, but I don't think it actually is. But basically,
I thought it was a lemon.
Really?
It looks like, at least for me. Kinda, or sweet potato, or I don't know, but yeah, that gives you like a lot of powers, and you will be attacking this flying thing, which name I can't remember, and
So you just basically throw clouds to this enemy, and the closer you are to it, the less, like the faster it gets to get it down. You can sometimes go through it within one cycle, but it's kind of tricky. And we are to the bubbly clouds level, which is really terrible and really hard, and everything is against you and trying to kill you, and everything is giving you damage and stuff. I hate this level. And again, here we are trying to, like, you have a few different things here. For example, okay. Oh, you're doing it that way, Ghost. It's interesting. Like, we're trying to get some enemies down on the way to avoid getting some hits and stuff. Because again, this level is really, really intense. And something that we didn't mention, but that is maybe obvious because the HUD is not too intense with information. Basically, you have 6 HPs and 4 lives, and each and every time you're getting hit, you lose 1 HP. And if you happen to lose all your HP, well, you lose a life, and you have to start back from the beginning of the current screen. Okay, so this mini boss, again, I can't remember the name of the mini boss, and I'm terrible with that.
Krakow Junior.
It's Krakow. Thank you, Krakow Junior. So what we need to do is basically get the little Waddle-Dees that is trying to throw at us. We need to do this just 3 times. It's really scripted, so it's nothing too hard, and we're good. Okay, and now, as you can see on Dunkel's side, with the power of food, we can now throw fire, I guess, and that helps us destroying all the boxes which are on the way.
That's the magic of the pouring.
It's a... Yeah. Okay, and we're on Krakow on Dunkel's side. So Krakow is one of the boss on which you can have the biggest time loss, because what we expect from Krakow is to send to throw some Waddle-Dees at us. Whenever he's shooting lasers, this is pure time loss. Whenever is just going from one side to another, it's pure time loss. And actually, Krakow's been really nice on the Dunkel's side. Yeah, that was a pretty fast Krakow, to be fairly honest. We can just only expect the same thing on Ghost side. So far, so good. Okay, so stage number 5. So as you saw, the name is Mount GTD, and as I said, basically we'll have to go through tiny screens of the original levels, plus each bosses. And for this level, opposite to what we used to have, basically we have 1 life to clear it all. So it's a bit harder. Oh yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention as well, for each level before getting to the boss, you have a Kirby-shaped something that you have to touch to open the door. If you happen to touch the spikes without touching Kirby first, you directly lose a life. It's not you lose an HP, you lose your whole life. So that's something we definitely want to avoid. Okay, and that's interesting because you took different routes. Basically, there's no how to say that. I can't find my
There's
words.
not a big difference talking about the time. You don't lose so much time depending on the route. Usually, we used to go first with Lololo and La once we arrive at this stage, as that's the closest stage to Kirby. And after that, you can simply go to any boss you want. I prefer to go first against Kabula because, unless against Krakow, I can control the damage I receive, but that's not something I'm so good to do with Krakow. But that's also part of the magic of this game, that in this case, on this stage, you can take your own route with the enemies. And I prefer to do... I don't know why, but I forgot the name of the first boss. I don't know why I forgot that, if it's the same first boss for almost every Kirby game.
Wispy
Woods. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, looks like being here with you also helped me to forget the boss's name for a bit. Yeah.
To be fair, that's the only one whose name I know, so...
What a coincidence, I must say, but yeah, I prefer to use to do Wispy Woods at the end because that's like the easiest boss we have.
Yeah, I do pretty much the same.
And in this case, I took damage on purpose. I think we can explain why on a bit.
I didn't saw you taking damage, so I don't know.
Okay. The reason why I decided to take damage is because my health is low and I'm gonna go against DDD, and due to the nature of this boss, I prefer to have all my health, so I just prefer to lose a life here on purpose.
Yeah, actually, I didn't show you taking damage because I have a slight delay, as I said. But yeah, we definitely want to do DDD with full health because, as you see, the combat against DDD is pretty well advanced on Dunkel's side. DDD has 10 HPs, so more than what Kirby has, and his behavior can be is really aggressive. Like, he can swallow you, and if he swallows you, you lose a life. What we want from DDD is to try to attack us and send us a star so we can just swallow it and send it back to him. Okay, nice. That's time on Dunkel's side. So as I said, yeah, really close race. So yeah, and for the other patterns, like DDD can just try to attack you, like throwing him at yourself, which is pure time loss. When he tries to swallow you, it's pure time loss as well. So really, again, as we said, this game is pretty RNG heavy. But it's really accessible and nice, and really, like, I know that when I tried to run it the first time, it took me about 2 to 3 hours to just put together my first runs, and that's time, and I forgot to to stop the timer, but we're fine. And GG to you both, because that really was a nice and close race.
Yeah, that's a magic of this game, that everything can be pretty close or pretty sync until you arrive against Krakow. Definitely Krakow and DDD are like the biggest nightmare you can have in this game, as bosses are full RNG based, and well, I consider that DDD is more painful to deal with. It's more annoying also to try to complete, so I decided to go for a safer route, as I received a lot of damage during the refights. But well, this is the magic of Kirby, and as I've mentioned at the beginning of the race, if you want to start to do speedruns, and you want to give it a try to this amazing hobby and video games universe, or also if you're looking for a new speed game or a short game to learn, this is a pretty good game to play, even based on the words of more experienced runners of this game. I don't use any kind of advanced strats, and well, my PB is at 12:27, and some advanced runners say that that's a good time for me, considering that I don't use any advanced strats. So this is a game that also you can complete in less than 50 minutes, casually talking.
Yeah, definitely. And it's a really great introduction to speedrun.
Also with this, our score between Dunkel and me, it's tied at 2. We have got 4 races in 4 marathons. I have won 2, Dunkel won 2, so it's gonna be interesting. The on tie on the next marathon run we have that we don't know when that's gonna happen. We're gonna have a race on another marathon tomorrow, but unfortunately Dunkel needed to drop it, so it's gonna be a solo run. But
solo run.
I hope that on the future I can have another race against him. It's a really interesting game also to race, because as you have seen, and also as Bloop said, usually this game can be, all races on this game can be pretty close, but until you face Krakow is where things get spiced up, because the energy can be or may not be on your side. At least on my side, I consider that my RNG was not so bad at all with Krakow, but with DDD, it will have been worse, to be honest.
No, really, again, the race was really, really close and really, really nice. And sorry for the unprepared commentary. I hope it was fine. I did the best I could.
Yeah, it is. That's also another magic thing about marathons and speedrunning. This kind of commentary, mostly when you are not really prepared to see what you're gonna be saying, because I feel that this is also something good to share and cheer in this kind of events, because it feels, well, again, we are doing this live and without using scripts, trying to do this as natural as possible. I think that it gives an amazing charm, and that's something that I really like and I really love and I appreciate about speedrunning in general.
True, very true. I like that. All right, so I'm gonna move the stream back to intermission. We're checking internally what is the planning next. Supposedly it's Katana Zero by me, actually, but we're checking. We might have to cancel it to catch up on the planning. So let us check what's the plan next, and voila. And thank you again for the race. That was really, really nice.
And thanks for helping us with the last moment commentary, because again, unfortunately, our commentator got sick. But Evan, this your commentary also